as your body grows bigger.
Your mind must flower. It's great to learn, cause knowledge is power.
It's Schoolhouse Rockin', the chip on the block of your favorite schoolhouse. Schoolhouse Rock.
Students make college decisions in 4th and 5th grade. You know, they start to think about going to college. And then by 8th or 9th grade, they start to think about maybe they can't go to college. And so what we have to do is remove those barriers in between those time periods. And yeah, we need to raise, I think we need to raise our standards, but we need to raise our standards as it aligns with post-secondary education. So we need to align secondary and post-secondary before together.
A program I'm a part of, or class I teach, AVID, one of their biggest pushes is about increasing rigor in the classroom and through the curriculum. And so holding students to a high academic standard, getting them into honors and AP level courses, and just the expectation that they are learning skills and strategies that will actually help them compete in a college level course. So that's what we provide in this class. We're talking about note-taking skills and asking inquiry questions and thinking at a higher level, higher order thinking. So all of these things combined is AVID's way of ensuring that kids can access a more rigorous curriculum. But in order to have AVID, you have to have a rigorous curriculum, and so that means kids need to be in the highest level courses.
We have to create a college-going culture in our high schools. So, I would argue that every student in high school should be ready for college once they graduate, and that used to be, the goal. That doesn't mean that everybody needs to go to college. There's certainly a number of careers where you can get a certificate after school or what have you, but I think we should have every student to be college ready, so they have the option of going. If they want to, either a 2-year or a trade school or a 4-year institution like the University of Illinois.
We are a very college-aware building that kids on a regular basis hear conversations about college. Every Friday is College Shirt Day, so the staff is always wearing a college shirt on Fridays. On every door in the building, every staff member's door, there's a little placard that says, your name. It says where you've gone to school, what degrees you have, what things you're involved in, because we want kids to understand that you don't just get somewhere because you want to be there. You get there because you work to get there, and we got there because of college.
We have 3 high schools in our shadows, right? All of them are on academic warning for not meeting AYP. That's kind of ridiculous, right? We're a major Research 1 AAU, we're one of the top schools in the world, and the 3 high schools that are in our shadows, right, our neighbors, are all under academic warning.
The way we're doing school is over and done with. It doesn't make sense. And when I talk about the way we're doing school, I'm not talking about the actual instruction in my classroom or that's happening in the individual classroom. I'm talking about the system of what our schools look like, that we're in schools, 5 days a week from this time to this time, that we spend that we shepherd our kids through these classes, and that especially here in this district, you go to the grade that's appropriate for your age level, and that you're going to continue moving on with those people whether you understand the material or not. Like, there's just things about the structurally that I think are archaic ways of thinking. There's a bigger cultural thing where I personally would love to see a huge cultural shift in how we look at education, and there's so much research out there that says that we've got to look at it differently. However, the people who make the decisions and the people who know what's best aren't the same people.
At some point, states need to reinvest in the education system. My colleague's work, Jennifer Delaney, suggests that when we come through economic crisis, education is usually the first thing to get cut. Right? Prisons don't get cut, healthcare doesn't get cut, it's usually education, right? And then when we come into economic recovery, it's usually the last one to get kind of funded to the level before we hit a recession.
Education's in the hand of the state government. So whatever they says is what's going to happen, and the federal government figures out how it can get its hand in it, and so then it says this is what we want to happen, but where is the bottom up? Where is the grassroots? Where is the hey, we're actually in here. We actually are the ones doing the studies. We're the ones who actually understand how kids learn and how kids operate, and we understand the implications of these kids being 21st century kids, and how that has changed the way they're learning, the way that they're accessing information.